Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do an update today on my Slimming World journey. I've not done one for a few weeks, so I do apologise. I've just been really poorly with the pain that I've been having. It's been flared up for a good few weeks. It's still not back down to where it was, or sort of to a manageable level. But I thought that, I've got time today now, so I thought I would come on here and I would just have a chat with you and tell you how my journey's been going the last couple of weeks. It is a bit of a struggle for me, but I'm gonna do it, so bear with me. My mind just gets a little bit sort of confused, so if I say the wrong words or things, just let me know. Not let me know, but just bear with me, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do, I've got my hydrate mate there, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just have a look in my book, because I can never remember, and just go through the last few weeks. So I think the last time I spoke to you was when I lost 5.5 pounds, so that was on the 15th of August, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, so that week then, after that week, I made a decision to change groups. Now where I go or used to go is something like a 20-minute drive, sort of either way, and then I have to go and pick up my husband as well. So it was getting to a point where there was a lot of recovering afterwards. So driving for me, I don't like driving anyway, because it flares up my anxiety and I just don't like it anyway. But I've noticed sort of the last couple of weeks, last month, or even before these last 3 weeks, every time that I've been sort of driving on a Tuesday, like it's taking me like 3 or 4 days to recover afterwards. And then if that's a week where Cleo's treatment falls, then I'm wiped out by the Friday. So I made a decision. I had a look on the website, not the website, the app, and I had a look, and there's a group literally 5 minutes up the road from me. It's too far to walk, so I still have to drive, or if I'm really bad, then I can get a taxi, so because it would only be a couple of pound. So it was a hard decision to make, because my best friend goes to the other class. There was a few other things that were going on as well, and long story short, she's changed to another class, which is at 5 o'clock. I can't really go. I could go to that one, but I've got to pick my husband. My husband finishes at 5, so it would be really unfair of me to make him wait around after working all day, wait around for another couple of hours for me to get back and to pick him up. So I decided to change, which was a big thing for me, because my anxiety played up really bad over it. I was feeling sick, and anybody who has anxiety knows what it feels like. So much so that my husband came with me the first week. This class that I go to now is at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, so it's exactly the same day, but it's a morning class, and like I said, it's literally like 5 minutes up the road. So it works out better for me, because like I only have to do a maximum of, say, I don't know, 10 minutes driving, and then I can come home, and depending on how I feel, I mostly then go back to bed and sleep for a bit, but it depends on how I'm feeling. So far, yeah, I'm still in pain afterwards, but I think this is just the way it is until I can get my appointment with the pain specialist in the clinic. I just have to, grin and bear it with the painkillers that I've been given and just push through it. But I think it's better for me that way, because, like I said, I can come back, I can go back to bed, and then I'm resting, rather than, going down there, doing class, coming, driving back to the house, and then driving, you know, another 20 minutes to get my husband. So, you know, that's basically the decision that I made. So that was the week after that. So that week I lost 1.5 pounds. That was my first week in this new class, and it was also Star Week. And before the, like Thursday or Friday before, I think it was the Thursday, I was really, really poorly. I was so poorly that my husband had to come home from work. I was being sick and bad stomach. I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk without like holding on to anything or him helping me. I just felt like really, really dizzy and like I was gonna pass out. I don't really know what it was. I originally thought it might have been food poisoning, but you know, I think, you know, there's been a bug going around, so it could have been a sickness bug, but I was so ill and it was just horrendous, and I thought that I would gain because, you know, I hadn't eaten anything. I didn't eat anything the entire day that day because I just couldn't, even just drinking water was just coming up, but I was trying to keep my fluids. And then the Friday, then I sort of got back into it slowly, and it was Star Week, and normally on Star Week I retain water and I gain, but I lost 1.5 pounds, which I was really shocked with. So that took me to 4 stone 11. Then 4 stone 11 pounds lost, I mean. So then the week after that I gained 0.5 pound. Didn't really know why, didn't deserve it at all. I stayed to class that week. I took breakfast with me. I'd made like overnight oats with quark and my healthy extra B. And you know, the consultant is really nice, you know, she's really supportive. She sends, you know, messages through and different things. So you know, and the people there are really nice, and you know, they're welcoming, and you know, they help out as much as they can. But yeah, I didn't deserve it. I'd been on plan. The only thing I could think of was that, you know, it was Star Week that was catching up with me, maybe, or it was because I was ill and I hadn't eaten and that was catching up. I don't know. Excuse me. But like I said, the last 2 weeks really is the worst that this flare up has been. It was bad that first week that I went there, but it's got progressively worse. So maybe that's it as well. And then this week, so sorry, let me just jump back. So the first week that I went to the new class, like I said, I lost 1.5 pounds and I got Slimmer of the Week. I can't find my certificate, I think it's on the fridge. But something that they do in this class I'm in now, which I haven't seen before, is they do a magnet. I don't know if you can see that. It's just... But I thought that was really, really nice, something really different. And I love magnets, I actually collect them. So whenever anybody goes anywhere, you know, they always bring me a magnet back. Like, I know, was it last year? I think it was last year. My parents went on like a holiday of like the west coast of America, and they come back with a massive bag full of magnets for me for everywhere that they went. So I thought that was really, really nice. So yeah, and then I gained half, and I gained half yesterday because it's Wednesday today. So yesterday I cried a lot because I was so upset. I didn't know what was going on. You know, I come out of the class, and I sat in the car and I text or messaged my husband, and I just started crying, and I was like, look, you know, I just don't know what to do. I just have no idea what's happened. And you know, he said to me, you know, to give myself some credit, you know, I'm not well at all. You know, this pain that I'm in is just horrific. I'm taking lots of painkillers. It's the codeine one, so they bung you up, so I don't go to the loo as much. And you know, he said that it could be to do with that. You know, I've been sleeping a lot because that's all I want to do is sleep, I feel exhausted all the time. And I mean, you know, I felt tired in the past, but I feel so exhausted. It's like I can't even move. I'm so tired that if I don't go and lie down and close my eyes and go to sleep, I feel like I just can't even function. But, you know, he said, you know, that's been happening as well. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm the worst person in the world to beat myself up. You know, I say to other people, oh, you know, don't worry, you know, there's obviously, you know, you're ill, you've got this, you've got that, you've been doing this, and, you know, but I can't take my own advice. And yesterday it just hit me really hard. You know, my anxiety hasn't been great. My depression has been, you know, not good either. You know, been a few dark moments over the last couple of weeks. Pain is a big trigger for me. It's what, I don't know if I've mentioned it before. But pain is a big trigger. It's something that triggers off my anxiety, and it triggers off my depression as well. So it's hard. It's really hard. But, you know, I just gotta keep moving and keep going. And I know I haven't done anything wrong. I was talking to my husband last night after he came back from work, and, you know, I was saying that I feel like a failure and I just want to give up. And he said to me, he said, oh, no, he said, you're not giving up. He said, you've done so well. He said, just think about, I'm trying not to get upset, but he said, like, think about how far you've come. You know, I've lost almost, yeah, you know, I'm back down to 4 pounds that I need. But he said, you know, think about that, you know, pretty much I've lost 5 stone in a year, which is a hell of a lot of weight to lose. And, you know, he's right. And he said, you know, everything that I'm going through, you know, with my pain, you know, I'm not working anymore. That was a big change. You know, with Cleo, her having her treatment and everything and being unwell. And then, you know, the pain, the flare up, which has been really bad, you know, is really, like I've said on some of my food diaries, and it was kicking my butt. But yeah, so I just hope that I lose something next week. You know, I'm really, really trying. I'm staying on plan. Everything was tracked. You know, the weigh-in lady said to me, oh, do you want a food diary? I don't know. It's not that I don't like her, but I guess I'm just getting used to people, new people being the weigh-in lady and all of that. And she said, oh, do you want a food diary? I said, no, because I know the plan, and it's like, you know, having a food diary won't help me because I write it down every day in my journal anyway, so it's not as if that would do me any good. I take pictures of all my food, so, you know, the consultant, when we first spoke, when we first went there, you know, she was saying that, you know, you can send through your food diary and different things, take pictures, so, you know, that's a better sort of correlation. So yeah, that's my couple of weeks in a nutshell, really. I am struggling at the minute, you know, I'm staying on plan though, and I'm just doing the best I can, really. And it's hard, and it's painful, and it's stressful, and I don't know. But, you know, if I look at it in the grand scheme of things, you know, looking at my book, you know, I lost 4 weeks ago this week, I lost 5.5 pounds, and then I lost 1.5 pounds, and before that I lost 2 pounds. So within sort of 3 weeks, for 3 weeks, I lost 7.5, 8.5, I lost 9 pounds in 3 weeks. And then for the last 2 weeks, I've gained half. So, you know, if you look at it that way, I've still lost 8 pounds in the last couple of weeks, which is really good. That's over half a stone. Yeah, so that's that. I did have another sticker there for Slimmer of the Week, but like I said, I can't find my certificate. I think it's on the fridge. but I can't remember. So yeah, that's my sort of weight update. So I'm now at 4 stone 10 pounds lost. I've got a couple of weeks to go until I get to my 1 year sort of anniversary. It would be amazing to get my 5 stone by then, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just gotta, you know, whatever I lose, and, you know, just keep going and see where that takes me, really. So let's think, what else have I got to update you on? I had a little delivery yesterday. I've been seeing people using talking about it and using it in different things, so I thought that I'd give it a try. I had a code which was for 50% off, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it because it would have been too expensive. But excuse me, but it's this skinny coffee. I'm under no illusions that it's going to make me lose weight, you know, definitely not. But it's supposed to help with bloating, and I'm thinking maybe it might help with inflammation or something. So, you know, you never know. But I had my first one this morning. It's a bit of a strange taste, but it's not bad. It's not a horrible taste. It's quite nice. It's fruity because there's a lot of natural things in here. There's like, let's have a look, there's acai berry, goji berry, juniper berry, so there's raspberry ketones, so there's a lot of like, you know, fruity flavours in here. So it's for 30 days. You can see that, it's a medium roast. They do different other flavours, but they're really expensive. Like they had a salted caramel, which I bet would be really nice because I love salted caramel, but it was something like £30 odd, and if I did the half off, it still would be like too expensive. So I thought, you know, I'll give this a go. If it doesn't do anything for me, it doesn't do anything for me, and I know it's not going to make me, you know, miraculously lose weight overnight. But like I said, if it helps with bloating and it helps with inflammation and different things, then that will be good enough for me. So yeah, I had the first one this morning, and I put sort of just a tiny splash of skim milk in it. Didn't sin it, but I think that, you know, by the end of the week I'll just have to sin it a little bit. It smells like that, so I don't know if you can I don't know if you can see. Oh, but there's like little white bits in there as well. And I had those white bits sort of on the top of my coffee, and my friend has got it as well. And I asked her, and she said, yeah, she had the same, because I thought perhaps I did something wrong. But I think that might be the coconut thing. I don't know. But yeah, you just basically, it says on the back here that you put 1 teaspoon or 3 grams. So I just weighed out 3 grams because at least then I know this will last me then the whole month. Some people have more than one a day. I'm just going to have one in the morning before my breakfast. It says about 15 minutes before, but you know, this morning I had to get up early because we was waiting for a plumber to arrive to sort out our leaking toilet. So I had this, and then I was sort of in the half-hour wait, 20-30 half-hour wait, and there was a knock at the door, so he arrived, and then I had to try and sort out Cleo because she's like a basket case sometimes, especially when people come to the house, because she loves people and she loves to be around anybody, and she just wants to play and give attention, but he wasn't having any of it. He was don't know whether it was too early for him or something, but he wasn't very happy. But that's all sorted now. So then after that, I had my breakfast, which I had was overnight scam bran with quark, and I used the syrups. Now I've been looking for scam bran everywhere, and I ordered like a box off Amazon, because in my old class my consultant told me that there wasn't any anyway, and then when I was going to the class that I am now going to, there wasn't any there either. So I thought, oh great, I'm not going to be able to get any. those of you who've seen my food diaries, you'll see on there that, you know, a couple of weeks ago I was having overnight scambran, and I really enjoyed that as a breakfast because it filled me up, and it was something that was easy. I could just do overnight and it was ready. So I ordered a big box, and then yesterday when I went to group to weigh, I did, like I said, I didn't stay, but she had scambran there, but she only had 2 packets, but I thought I may as well get them because, you know, then it'll last me a long time and I don't have to buy any more. But it's just strange how, you know, I ordered that and then it's like, oh yeah, you know, I've got some now. So I got those and I've got a big box which is over there. You know, my husband said to me, he said, what are you ordering this for? I was like, oh, because, you know, I find it a really good breakfast, it's filling. And he was like, oh, okay, you know, carry on kind of thing. So I've got my scambran, which I'm going to be doing overnight breakfasts with. Don't know whether I'll have it every day, because like I said, I've been sleeping a lot. But what I plan to do, oh, excuse me. Sorry. What I plan to do is, you know, on the mornings or on the days that I'm having overnight scambran, is set my alarm for early, you know, well, not early, but like say 9 o'clock, and then get up, have the skinny coffee, then sort of wait like 20 minutes, have my breakfast, and then depending on how I feel, if I still feel exhausted, then I'll go back to bed for a few hours and then I'll get up and I'll have lunch. So today I had the coffee and then I had my breakfast after the plum had gone, and I sat downstairs for a little bit and I started feeling, you know, I could feel my eyes getting really heavy and my body just, you know, hurting. So I thought, right, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna have a couple of hours. So I had a few hours and then I woke up, and as I was sort of lying there coming round, there was a knock on the door and the scambran arrived. So I've just had my lunch. I had some sausage casserole with corn low fat sausages, some half a pack of rice and some sprouts and broccoli. So that's everything. Can't really think of anything else. It's been, you know, other than that, I haven't really done a lot. You know, I don't work now, so, you know, there's nothing really going on there. I don't really go out a lot because my anxiety, and also, you know, with the pain, don't go out a lot. Cleo's doing really well. The left node is enlarged a bit, but when we went on Friday there was a different vet there, and let's just say we wasn't happy with the way that he presented himself, should I say. You know, I was talking about it and he said, oh, basically we'll just measure it and see how we go. And it was a far cry from the service that we've been having so far. So we've had to change up the days so that we can go back with the original vet, who is amazing. She seems to be better now with her bladder, touch wood. She's been able to stay in the living room rather than stay in the kitchen, because one of us, it's normally my husband, will sleep downstairs with her because obviously of everything that she's going through, rather than have her coming up the stairs. She does go upstairs every now and then, but, you know, we'll stay downstairs with her because, you know, it's our baby. She's our baby, and she's by her sleeping away. Well, not sleeping, but she's pretending to sleep and to snore. Yeah. Now she's lying on her back. She wants belly rubs. But yeah, so she's doing well. You know, we are a bit concerned about this there, but, you know, the nodes everywhere else are fine. Everything is fine. So we're thinking that it's just because this is the way she had the biopsy and it's just flared up for whatever reason. But when we go back now, not tomorrow, next Thursday, we'll ask all those questions then, from the original vet, who is really good. I had a phone call this morning from the hospital about I was hoping it was going to be the pain clinic, but it wasn't. It's about I don't know if you can actually see it there, but I've got this lump. I got a lump on my wrist. It's a ganglion cyst, that's what the doctors told me, but it's really, really painful, and it sort of changes shape and size. Sometimes it's a lot bigger, sometimes it's big, and then there's another second little bump at the side. But now it's sort of, you can just about see it, but I know you can't see it there, but it's sort of, it's there, but it's more sunken in, and I think what it's doing is sort of going in more. But I'm getting pins and needles in my hand. I get pain just up here a lot. I can't hold things, you know, even if I hold a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, I have problems with that. So yeah, I've got an appointment on the 19th, so hopefully they'll be able to do something for me, and hopefully I will hear from the pain clinic specialist soon, because I can't cope with this much longer. This pain is just, it's just awful, and my heart goes out to anybody who's going through this, because it's just something that nobody should have to live through and put up with, but you know, that's life. So I'm gonna go now. This is really long, but like I say, it's 3 weeks worth of telling you about, you know, my journey and how my weight losses or my weight gains have gone, telling you about Cleo and different things. So I hope you're all doing really, really well. You know, hi to all my new subscribers. You know, I'm so happy to have you along on the journey here with me. I do normally post these updates every week, but the last couple of weeks, like I said in the beginning, have been just awful for me. So yeah, it'll be more regular, and I've got a few other videos planned, but it's just being able to do them, because obviously the pain sets in, and I get pain in my jaw as well. So yeah, yeah, that's it. So I hope you're all well. Like I said, thank you to all my new subscribers, hello, and everybody who is stuck with me. You know, I love all of you. You know, you're all brilliant, you're all supportive. Every single comment that has been on my videos has been positive. You know, you're all so lovely, and I'm just really, really honoured to have you along on my journey with me. So if you have just come across this video and you're not already subscribed, you know, it would mean a lot to me if you press the button down below and come along on the journey with us. You know, we can all support each other, and whatever we're going through, ups and downs, we can support each other along the way. So yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.